Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. This is Coach Sherry. This is Chaplain Sherry. This is Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. And tonight is Tuesday night. And that means it's not only Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, Shrove Tuesday. It is time for Moo-Moos, mixing and musing with Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. Welcome tonight. I pray that your day has been well. I pray that everything concerning you is blessed. Welcome tonight to this segment of Moo-Moos, mixing. Tonight we are mixing a Black History pound cake, a Black History Month pound cake. And what that simply means is we're going to take the Johnny Roof pound cake and we are going to divide the batter into three separate containers, and then we are going to color them black, red, and green in honor of Black History. Now, this here is something, Tracy, welcome tonight. This is something real different from me. So we are going to try it, and we're going to do it together. And so you know me, if you've been around me anytime, if it doesn't work, just start over and do it again. So welcome tonight to this segment again of Moo-Moos, mixing and musing with Coach Sherry. And we are trying our hand out tonight with a called a Black History pound cake, right? So that simply means that it's going to be the batter. I'm going to divide the batter into three separate containers. Then I am going to color them to get the colors. Then we're going to put them back in the pan and in the cake pan, and we are going to see what we can do. And I got something else I'm trying. I have this cake pan that I really forgot that I had, right? So I may just do like some small bunts to see it, what that looks like, and then the regular bunt pan. So we'll see what this batter usually does a lot. It does a lot. So I went on and started. Good evening, Joy. So glad to see you today. Please like, share, tag. Good evening, Pastor Bianca. So glad that you are here. Good evening, Margaret Brown. That's my mom. Y'all give her a shout out tonight. Good evening, Pastor Tracy. So glad to see you. So y'all know I'm always doing something. So we will see how this works out. So we are doing the Johnny Roof pound cake. I've done that before, but I wanted to do it to see how it's going to work with the coloring to get the necessary colors for this project that I am working on. Now, y'all know I'm not a baker. I love to bake. I'm not a baker. God has just been gracious that when I do, the cakes come out. I hope y'all saw that shout out that attorney Natasha Robinson gave me on that rum cake that she received. And I can't tell y'all the words that Natasha used, but at the end of the day, it was good. So before we started, I went on and creamed the butter. So this cake calls for 3 sticks of butter, 3 sticks of salted butter. I've already got that going on. And 2 1/4 cups of sugar. So I already have that going on. So I'm just going to scrape the sides of my pan. And we are going to get started. So I pray that all is well with you. So to remember that today is Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. This is the day that you're letting it all hang out, because tomorrow is what? It is Ash Wednesday. It is a time that of meditation. It is a time of introspection. It is a time of observation, right? And so starting at 6:10 a.m. At 6:10 a.m. in the morning, that's Wednesday morning, Ash Wednesday, we will begin our Lenten journey. For the last couple of years, I have been doing my devotionals based upon the book 40 Days of Decrease. 40 Days of Decrease. And we are going to use that book to take our journey as we remember, as we reflect upon, as we think about some things that we don't necessarily need to stop doing, but perhaps we need to start doing. So let's join me in the morning right here in this space, and we will begin our 40 days. Now, I was talking to someone tonight and say they were going to fast for 44 days. But that's because they did not know that Sundays do not count. Sundays do not count. So Sundays is kind of like a time that you can break the fast, so to speak. But because we are not going to see this fast as a project, something that we're going to start and stop. No, we are building up healthy spiritual practices. We are building, we don't intend to stop. What we start, we don't intend to stop. So that's how we get the 40 days. That's how we get the 40 days. So, I see you, Darnell Ranger says he needs a piece of this. Well, Darnell, you just tell me what kind of cake you want and we will get it to you. We will bake it and I will tell you how much that cake costs. And you will not be disappointed. So we're going to add the 7 eggs one at a time. So again, we are starting Ash Wednesday tomorrow. Is the beginning of the Lenten season. The beginning of the Lenten season. And guess what? You do not have to be Catholic to go and get those ashes tomorrow. You do not have to be Catholic to get the ashes tomorrow. The ashes symbolize for us that we, number one, are getting ready to go into a solemn period. We're getting ready to go into a solemn period. Remember, for Advent, it was joy. We were anticipating. It was a joyful anticipation. On the opposite side, Lent is a time of being solemn. It is a time of fasting. It is a time of praying. Hello, Mr. Leon Denman. So glad to see you tonight. We are making a Black History Month pound cake. That's what we're going to make. So we are doing our eggs right now. 7 eggs, one at a time. And so in order for this fast to work, you cannot see it as a project, right? So I have my friend here, my sister, my friend, one of my pastors, Bianca Richardson, on here, and she is a project manager, right? She's a project manager, and she has a timeline that there is a start and a stop, right? She has me under some strict deadlines to get some things done that I'm trying to get to make sure that this Preachers Academy is off to a good start. Hello, Robin, Antoinette Jennings. And so with a project, there is a start and there is a stop, and you want to make sure that you get everything right. Well, when it comes to this fast, we don't want to see it as a project. We don't want to see it as something that every day when we did not do what we say we were going to do, that we consider ourselves a failure. No, what we are doing is developing some healthy spiritual practices and some healthy ways of being followers of Jesus, right? So it's not something that you say, okay, I didn't do this today, I'm a failure. No, we're going to start over the next day, right? So we're not going to see it as a project. We're not going to see it as a project. This is mighty thin here, but we are going to get this the flour in. That's going to also make a difference, because this cake only calls for 2 1/4 cups of sugar, right? 2 1/4 cups of sugar, and 3 cups of 2 sticks of butter. 2 sticks of butter. It's a very simple cake to make. So we're not going to use this time of fasting as a project so we can hurry up at the end of the 40 days, by the time Easter comes, that we are going to go back and eat up everything that we did not have during the 40 days, because that's not going to do us any good, right? The idea is to develop some things that you can be, that you can sustain. Candy may not be your problem. Candy may not be your problem. Candy may not cause you to live, a raggedy life, or whatever it is that you want to stop doing. It may not be chocolate. It may not be social media. Hey, but perhaps anger is your problem. You see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So this is 2 1/4 cups of sugar also. So we want to make sure that this season is productive, that this season does what it's intended to do. Not so you can just check raise your hand and say that you're fasting for the, now that's the way that's supposed to look. So you can say, you are fasting, right? That's not it. What we want to do is enter into this. We want to decrease in some things and increase in others, right? We want to decrease and increase. So the book that I will be loosely using is 40 Days of Decrease by Alicia Britt Cole. And you can see the book on my social media platforms if you care to get it. So after the flour, and it's 2 1/2 cups of flour. After the flour, I am going to use 3/4 cups of condensed milk. 3/4 cups of condensed milk. So I guess this picks up the slack for the sugar. Because usually pound cakes usually is 3 cups of sugar. So now we're going to put in the 3/4 cups of condensed milk. How's everybody doing tonight? So that's our spiel on Ash Wednesday. And so each morning, 6:10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be on in the mornings as I am applying my makeup, preparing to get out of the door. Now, Saturdays may be a little clunky, but definitely Monday through Friday. Saturdays we'll play it by ear, and Sundays will be off. All right? and Sundays will be off. So, did you know that pound cakes, I'm going to pull this down a little bit because I need to scrape the sides and all of that and get the rest of that out of the measuring cup. Before I say that, this just brought a memory back to me when if we would leave this much in the cup, our home ec teacher, the late Ella Lowe Zanders, would be on us like white on rice, right? That we had to get every drop out of the container, whatever it was. We had to make sure that we didn't leave anything on the in the container that needed to be in the bowl. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting everything that it can mix up together, right? And I want to go into here and just make sure that I'm pulling as much out as I can. All right. So the history of pound cake, I was reading that when slaves were trying to escape, right, or they needed to pack food for a journey, of course, they needed to have food that was going to last for a while. In other words, it would not spoil. So one of the things that they would take with them would be pound cakes, because it would preserve well. They could keep it as they were escaping, as they were, on a journey. They could keep the cake as long as they needed to, and it would not spoil, right? And so that's how they use the pound cakes. Now, a pound cake, where does it get its name? It gets its name from everything that they use, all the ingredients. So they didn't say 3 cups of sugar and 3 cups of flour. They didn't and 3 sticks of butter. They said a pound of sugar, a pound of flour, a pound of butter, right? So that gives it the name, the pound cake, right? And so no matter what variation you use, at the end of the day, the pound, the ingredient was going to be by the pound. And there are some people that still do that, right? They, instead of measuring, they weigh, right? They weigh. So if you are just joining me, this is Coach Sherry, Chaplain Sherry. This is Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue, your community Pastor Sherry, and tonight I am making the Johnny Roof pound cake, and I am going to do a variation where we are going to take the batter, divide it up, do the coloring, because I need to get red, green, and black, and I may do some yellow, but we'll see how that's going to go. So now, after the milk, the condensed milk, I am going to use 1 teaspoon of lemon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And that's basically this cake. Hello, Antoinette, so good to see you tonight, Chaplain. I pray that you had an easy day. It was scarce in the hospital today, but tomorrow is probably going to pick up after the veterans have been out at the parades and done all the things that they will do, they'll probably end up in the hospital. And then it was scarce employees because, listen, if you're from here, you want to make sure that you are in Mardi Gras. It is not a federal holiday, so that means that we had to go to work. And it's not a day that I wanted to take off. It's not a day that I wanted to take off because I have other things that I want to do in other places that I want to go to use my time. So listen, this is basically the cake. This is basically the cake. This is the batter. So now we are going to try to divide it up equally so I can do the necessary coloring. And that's why I started early, because I wanted you guys to see this. And then I'll put a little glaze on it a little later, probably, you know, in the morning, something like that. So, all of my bakers on here, tell me the kinds of cakes that you have made or your favorite cake, because you just never know. You may be surprised with a cake one day. So what is your favorite cake? Tell me your favorite cakes that you like. I'm going to let that go just a little bit until I get my, what is your favorite cakes that you like? Nobody has a favorite cake. I'm looking to see what your favorite cake may be. Okay. So, who all watch the halftime show? Who all watched the halftime show of Mr. Usher? And do you know what I didn't know was so many churchy people on in my social media feed friendship list. Tracy, plain pound cake. You know, Tracy, I think I probably still owe you a cake from years ago. Do I still owe you a cake, or have I settled that? I think I owe you a cake, Tracy, from years ago. I think I owe you a cake. You just may get one. Anybody else? Any other takers? German chocolate. Okay, Joyce. Okay. German chocolate. You don't bake, huh? But favorite cake is a plain pound cake? Oh, I have not done it, huh, Tracy? Okay. I'm going to taste this batter. Okay. Now, excuse me a minute, because I'm going to do some maneuvering here, and I need to maneuver my equipment so I can get the camera straight, so that we will be able to see me doing this process. All right, we're still together. So I have these that I'm going to put the batter in, and I'm going to try to distribute them evenly, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to distribute them evenly. We'll see how that goes. We still good? Okay. Because the idea, let me make sure that y'all are able to see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm trying to get these as even as possible. Now, this is all trial and error. This is all trial and error tonight. Hey, Marquita. Now, I remember my grandmother used to do this and but she had a checkered pan. She had a checkered pan when she would do multiple colors. Her pan was divided into sections, and all she had to do was put the different colors in the section of the, she didn't have to go through all of this, what I'm doing. But this is the only way that I know to do it. It's like this. So, I'm just so excited as I am preparing for graduation. But I got one more. I'm going to be going to Texas to do my final defense. So I'm going to need the prayers of the saints to that I will be able to do what I need to do on that day. And I think we got just about things pretty even. Are y'all able to see? Are y'all not able to see what I'm doing? Okay. I think we pretty much have each one of them section off pretty good. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I got going on. All right. Get this last little batter out of here. Okay. So, I'm going to try to put this camera where we can see, and hopefully you can. So the first one I'm going to do is red. The first one I'm going to do is red. We'll start there. We don't want it to be pink, right? We want it to be red. So we're going to put just a little bit more just a little bit more. Are y'all still with me? You see me, Tracy? Okay. Margaret Brown, are you still with me? That's a pretty color, right? But I think that I need to have this a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And instead of doing black, I may do yellow. But I think that I need to have a little black. How is that? Do I need a little bit more? I still think I want it just a little bit deeper. So if you're just joining me, I am attempting to do a Black History pound cake. Yes, Margaret, I did put in the flavor. I put in 1 teaspoon of lemon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So that's the red. That's the red. All right? That's the red. All right? Now we're going to attempt to do the green. We're going to do the green now. Don't know what I did with my towel. Oh. So we'll start with a little bit to get it going. That's a pretty color, but that's not the color that we need. So we're going to keep moving a little bit. I think I want to get it a little bit darker, so that means that we're going to put some more in here. That's a pretty green. But that's not the green that we want. That's not the green that we're going for. So we're going to put some more in here. Hey, Miss Ella. I'm trying my hand at a Black History pound cake, which is you use, if you're going to do this, you use any pound cake that you want. And then you just, of course, change the color of the... Okay, Marquita. And I'm changing the batter, Miss Ella. How is that? I think we still need to go, I want to go just a little bit deeper. So I'm going to put a little bit more. I tell you what, this batter is, just think, my grandmother and perhaps my mom, they used to do it, bake cakes by hand, you know, doing all the mixing by hand. Can you imagine that? The flour and the butter and all of that by hand. Woo! And this here is about to take me down. This shoulder. But I shall not be defeated. How is that color, y'all? I think I'm going to do just a little bit more. And then I'm going to let this be it. So remember, if you decide to fast from a food and you eat the food by mistake or just out of habit, do not beat yourself up. Right? Because this is not a project. This is not something that if we consider ourselves a failure if we mess up. Okay, so I think this is enough for this green. I think we're going to call it quits on the green. So now, I think I'm going to go ahead on and try my hand at the black. Now, the way they told me to make black is to put yellow, green, and red. I think that's what they told me. Yellow, green, and red to make black. So we're going to see. And if it doesn't do, then it'll be whatever color it ends up being. So we're going to put two. Let's see what this is before we even put in anything else. See what we come up with. Well, hey Maya, we are making a Black History pound cake, and we did the Johnny Roof brown pound cake, and now we are changing our batter to 3 different colors, and right now I'm trying to make black, but I don't know how that's gonna work. So somebody Google how to make black color out of food coloring, and then put it in the comment section so I know what I'm doing, because I don't know about this right here. It's a pretty color, looks like orange to me. So I need somebody to Google real quick how we supposed to get this black. Because this ain't, I don't know. Somebody Google and let me know how to make black. I'll be watching. Beautiful color, right? But that ain't the color we want. Purple and blue. I don't have no red, blue, and green makes black. Ooh, okay, well, let's see then. So I got some blue. Robin said red, blue, and green. Here's the blue, green, and here's the red. Oh, we may be on to something. We may be on to something, y'all. Look at that. We may be on to something. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Robin. Oh, yeah. See that? I should have asked y'all at first. That's why community is so important. So here is we're going to get it together. I keep telling y'all, if I mess up, we just start over. And I ain't too ashamed to ask. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We're on to something now. Yeah, we on to something. See, we're getting there. So I'm going to do one more round of it. And whatever case, whatever color it comes out, that'll be it. But I'll know the next time. And the red. yeah. Okay, I think we're on to something. I think we're on to something, y'all. I think we're on to something. Yes, indeed, Robin. We got that. See? I want to make sure I get everything in there, so. How is that looking? You think I need to go one more round? Or will this suffice? Should I go one more round? Or should we just let it be? What y'all think? See that color? I think I'm going to go one more round. Or at least to put, because this is looking more green, more red and green. Okay, more red and green. All right, more red and green. No more blue. What just? More red and more green. All right. Well, this is going to be our last round. So, okay, no more blue. All right, no more blue. Let's see what we're going to come up with here this time, and then we're going to be finished. I don't know, Robin. Look like that green, that red. Look like I would have needed more blue, but I'm going to be, this kind of looks more like a dark green, but it's going to work for this time. Yeah, I got you, Robin. No more blue. So this is what we're going to end up with. This is going to be our black. And I'll know the next time. Right? All right. So now we are going to start with our pan. I've already got my Baker's Joy in here. I know it looks more greenish. I know it looks more greenish. That's why I was thinking they really should have had more blue in it. So I don't know. I think I want to try some more blue. And then we're going to be finished. So whatever color it comes out, that's the color it's going to be. Yeah. Yeah, it will suffice. It will suffice. It definitely will suffice. And next time, I will just buy the black because I did see some black. But this is what we're going to end up with. This is what we're going to end up with. And I'm going to be okay with it. I'm going to be okay with it. So, what should we put first? Because remember, whatever we put first is going to be the, when we flip it over, it's going to be first. So what do we want? The red first? Do we want the green first? Or do we want the black first? What do we want to put first? Y'all tell me. The first color I see that y'all put on, that's what I'm going to go with. What do you want me to put first? Tell me that. And we're going to go with whatever you say first. The first person who tells me a color, that's the one we're going to go with. I'll wait for you to tell me. Tracy say black. All right, black it is. So, Trey, we're going to take the black and get it in here. And actually, we can, are y'all seeing that? I think I'm going to take another color and just kind of like go here. So this time I'm going to take a little of the red. And I'm going to just kind of like see if I could. And then I'm going to just put a little green. Y'all got me doing some stuff right here tonight. And so you could just mix it all around if you want to. So that's how I'm doing. Just to give a little swirl or something. I don't know. Okay, then we're going to go again. I thought I was going to have enough for my smaller things, but I guess I won't. Now y'all know I can do the baking, but when it comes to the this here kind of stuff, I'm not the best at. But guess what? You know what my theory is good enough for me. The taste will definitely be there. And I'm gonna play with it a little bit more to get it smoother. I'm doing fine. Thank you. Y'all listen, tomorrow night, if you're not in your Bible study, my friend Pastor Bianca has an awesome Bible study on Wednesday night. That's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. She has an awesome Bible study with the Pillar Bible Study, and you can and you can follow her, Bianca Richardson, Her Bible study is awesome. And y'all know I would not have you anywhere that's going to engage in theological malpractice, right? So I'm making my business to be on her in her Bible study. She's not going to waste your time. She is well able to do the job. And so I invite you to join me as we go on over together. We travel to North Carolina to be in Bible study with Pastor Bianca tomorrow night. 7 p.m. You can go ahead on and follow her. Pastor B, if you would, go ahead on and put your information in the comment section of people, how they can get you on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Right? And she is doing a series on demystifying discernment. And so far, it has been a blessing. And I'm convinced that it's not that people don't want to be in Bible study, but they certainly want to be in one that is going to be worth their time. And y'all know I don't be going around anybody with talking about they studying the Bible. But I trust her and I trust her work, right? So we're going to see how this going to be. We're going to see how it's going to be. And in a certain way, you do yours like you want to do yours. But I'm just trying to see what we're going to do here. And I know that there are some people on here who can do. I just be practicing up in here. But I think we're going to be. Oh, don't get out the ingredients, Trevor. Don't get out the ingredients, girl. Don't get out the ingredients. Don't get out the ingredients. So we're just going to see how this going to be. But I can tell you what, the taste is going to be there. The taste is going to be there. So this is going to bake for about 70 minutes. About 70 minutes. About 70 minutes. At 325 degrees. All right? So what's going to happen is after it bakes, I'll come back and because I got a little bit. I'll come back and let y'all see it. All right? Thank y'all for joining me tonight in this segment of Moo-Moos Mixing and Musing with Chaplain Coach Community Pastor Sherry. Join me at 6:10 a.m. in the morning. And if you can't catch it live, then make sure that you catch the replay so we can take this journey.